right. What do you want?
You're here for my howl water, aren't you? How in the 12 strongholds does everyone know when the latest batch is ready? It's ridiculous. Absolutely not! I've seen what a spirit like Howlwater can do in the hands of a Nord like Rigurd. My clan is still rebuilding their longhouse. No sale.
I need healing! I saw birds flee.
You there! What did that fugitive tell you? Who are you? Another spy? Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you. Lucky for you. If he had told you any seditious lies and you decided to keep them from us, you'd have been in real trouble. Don't start spreading rumors about Reach witches. You go panicking the good folk of Solitude and I'll toss you in a cell. And how is it you know so much about this witch work? And my grandfather killed 12 giants with his bare hands. But at least he had the good grace to string a few of their teeth around his neck before he made the claim. Got any proof? Or do you want to reconsider making a false report, eh? The word of an outsider isn't worth mammoth spit. Keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and you'll wind up just like him. Mind your own business, or you find that Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators and strangers. Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
I've had just about enough of this. Filled the whole bucket, he did. Work, work, work.
back! I'll do it! I'll stab you! I mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker! I don't know any Brondold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours. Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again. He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was... The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still rough around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager. Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidek Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them. Take Brondol's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bron was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Windhelm is like that. We are stuck between the death spot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without a threat of war. It is exhausting living this way. A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Reachman and the Nords more times than I can count. But they control the territory now. Seeing Reachman wandering the streets of Solitude, it makes me nervous. You'd feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markarth. What the Reachmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throat than let those barbarians take you alive. If they raid our hold, just run and don't look back. They'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices. Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachmen would hire Nords, though. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city.
Hold up. About time I found someone whose spine wasn't bent with age or cowardice. There's trouble on the horizon. Dark clouds are gathering over the Western Kingdom. Harrow storms, they're called. The conjurings of Reachman witchcraft. Unfortunately, there are more reports of these unholy storms than folk willing to braid them. What the Swords of Solitude needs is a group of volunteers with the guts to wade into a few of these harrow storms and stop the accursed witchwork that is causing these fell winds to blow.
Are you an individual with a love of tinkering, or a love...
Who's this? Strong, sober, well-equipped? The coterie of organized scholars needs adventurers of your stripe. Our research very much depends on it. Our fieldwork is fascinating, satisfying, and it pays quite... well, there is payment. Interested? One of the coterie scholars has an obsession with the mysteries of Dwemer mechanisms, specifically the effects of harmonics upon soul-powered automatons. Sounds like a novel, doesn't it? Investigator Vale and the mysteries of Dwemer mechanisms. We need someone to test the scholar's dissonance apparatus on some Dwemer constructs, as well as locate one of their heart cogs. The Dwemer ruin affectionately referred to as the Scraps should be an ideal location. I'll mark it on your map. Western Skyrim offers a delightful panoply of subject matter, as you'll soon discover. Which reminds me, you should seek out the scholar organizing this study for additional advice.
Our militia is recruiting for a dangerous mission, but I'm up to my ears in milk drinkers. You've got some guts, only if you're interested in nightmares. If High Priest Inga didn't assure me that this is no joke and dropped a bag of gold in my hands, I'd say I was being made a fool of. I'm told people are being dragged underground for a vampire feast. That's unlikely. The High Priest provided us this relic of Arche to perform funeral rites on the victims, for the sake of their souls and to drive out any lingering risk of undeath. Cleanse the bodies and kill the vampires. Priest Torbjorn can tell you more. Neither of us will collect a single drake if you don't complete your task. Get on with it!
That's the anointed relic given to the Swords of Solitude, is it not? You have my blessings. These aren't vampires of the sort that trouble most holds. These are horrid creatures vomited up from Blackreach. Some are shriveled, beastly things. Others are hulking monsters, unrecognizable as man or mer. They are numerous and terrible. I made the mistake of venturing there as chaplain to a mining company. They found that dank, dark place and settled. But I had to leave after what I witnessed down there. Someone has to stop these vampires' slaughter. Oh, that at least will be simple. Simply hold it before the fallen victims and pray for Arche to deliver them from evil. It will consecrate the remains and release any lingering spirits from this world.
I haven't seen you before. Are you new to Solitude? Better yet, are you looking for work? If so, you've come to the right person. Let's talk. Not me, my debtors. I provide funds to the Coterie of Organized Scholars and the Swords of Solitude Militia. Both are short-handed and in arrears, so I took it upon myself to correct their courses before they leave me destitute. You'll work for them. Cautious. Good. You might last long enough to help me recoup the gold I lent those fine and upstanding organizations. What is it you want to know? Because too much of my wealth is tied up in their enterprises. They were reliable investments for years, but the recent scarcity of workers has taken its toll. If either organization collapses, I go out of business as well. One of the oldest independent militias in the Western Holds. Sell swords granted the right to ply their trade with the kingdom in exchange for pledging their services to the High King. The Fighters Guild employs them almost exclusively, or they did. Because too much of my wealth is tied up in their enterprises. They were reliable investments for years, but the recent scarcity of workers has taken its toll. If either organization collapses, I go out of business as well. They're an organization of local scholars granted the exclusive right to pursue their research in the Western Holds. The Mages Guild relies upon them, as does Tenzin represents the Coterie. Odd work, but it pays.
Next time I'm in the field, I think, welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild? The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment? Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights. Ha! There's a good question. We train our members in special techniques. and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know, you might be the next Yofnir. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra.
It's poison to the kind.
Borfrey, is that you? Listen closely, you insufferable clod. Stuck in the bottle? No, no, no. This is a devious and very stubborn illusion. It's quite simple. I recorded the locations of 3 verses of a powerful incantation in my journal on the off chance something like this occurred. Acquire the verses, come back and dispel this illusion. I'll make it worth your while. I promise. Well, my assistant Borfrey has my journal. Find it, read my notes, and acquire the incantation. Also tell him to come. Does it really matter? Every historian worth his salt wine subtracted an illusion at some point. Very common, and thus not worthy of discussion or commitment to record. I will say, though, as magical traps go, Maelmoth's wards are top tier.
Hello there.
Private game. Get lost.
There's an urgent task for you. Well met, comrade. I have an urgent message from the Guildmaster. Report to me at once. I have a task for you. She's running things out of the Guild Hall in Daggerfall at the moment. The 8 guide you, comrade. No, but I have an idea. Word in the hall is that there's a big contract. A huge contract. All hands on deck.
Nothing is certain until it happens.
Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. Certainly. Please specify. Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. If you choose to learn this art, I will impart the culinary knowledge I acquired over the course of decades. Potions of all kinds. The subtle art of mixing reagents can produce rather unsubtle effects. Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties. I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flames, or give cloth robes the strength of iron. I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true master of the material crafts. Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Enchanters harness the possibility of runes, transforming them in potency, essence, and aspect, all beneath the... Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. Runes of potency... I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close together, so thank whatever gods you worship. There are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first. Outside, primarily. They tend to gutter out if kept away from stuff.